one of the people that reached out to me was Dr. Bob Clarke. Bob, can you kind of come forward a little bit? Many of you guys know Bob. Now, for those of you who don't know Bob, Bob is an L2 leader. He's a 10 for 10 graduate. He is very successful. He's done Google a lot. But Bob, would you mind telling your story when you reached out to me and we talked about what happened to you?
First of all, these guys are my new heroes. Rosemary and I, Rosemary Spector, we started our business a couple of years ago, and we knew fairly early on that pay-per-click was going to be the way that we're going to drive our business. We both have other jobs part-time. We had to leverage our time, and we knew that pay-per-click was the way. Yeah, we're L2 leaders now. We have over 24 people on our team. I was looking back yesterday, and over 95% of our members are from pay-per-click.
Right.
So you're in the right place. You definitely, if you want to drive your business, this is where you're going to have to do it. We were really successful with it. We studied. We knew nothing when we started. We did a lot of studying with Cherie and learned a lot. We had some really killer months, you know, 4-figure, 5-figure months, and we were doing great. And then, February or so, the first slap hit. And everybody said, just change your URL. So we changed our URL, and we were right back on the next day. 2 weeks later, second slap hit. We tried to change URL, it didn't work. And well, change this and this, so we changed something else. And ultimately, we got back on. This happened about 3 or 4 times. I think we were Google bad boys at this point. I think they had our home numbers and they knew everything about us.
I thought they were going to knock at the door. Yeah.
Yeah, because July 17th. We got
You remember those days, don't you?
I remember that date like it was my birthday. Because that's the date Google doors closed and they took the key. And nothing I tried worked. I tried different credit card. The whole thing back then was you can fool Google, you can get back on.
Yeah.
And that didn't resonate with us. Because how are you going to keep fooling Google? They're not stupid.
No.
And we realized that if we want to do this, we want to do it right. About a month ago, I guess, Jerry and I hooked up, I think on a Facebook or a LinkedIn or something. And initially I was, Jerry is a cool guy. Whoever said that was right. He's a very cool guy. And initially I was very interested in his funnel because I knew he was doing really long conversions, and we were having chats about that. And then he told me about his pay-per-click experience with Nathan, and my ears really picked up, especially when he said that, you're not trying to fool Google. You're trying to work with them, and that really resonated with me. So to make a long story short, basically they said, I basically said, can you help me? And they were nice enough to try. And they made no promises. It was, you've been bad. We don't know how bad you've been. And we'll try, but we don't know. And I tell you, these guys worked day and night for at least 2 or 3 days to get us back on. And right before the event, we got a call saying that they succeeded. And within 3 hours of the call, we had traffic, we had clicks, we had impressions, we had everything. So. So what I do with these, when I work with somebody, Jerry asked me this question last time. Last time I did this was on Tuesday to a group, and I had to do it by video call, and this is much better. I didn't get to see the whole presentation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's incredible. Really incredible stuff. But I look for 2 things with people when we outsource or when we work with people: truthfulness and people who deliver on what they promise. And these 2 guys, in both categories, are heavy hitters. They're just incredible.
Yeah. Thank you. And whoever's in the hall.